Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. You know, there's an old saying in the tech world, if a deal looks too good to be true, it probably is. But as humans, we just can't resist a bargain, right? If you browse AliExpress for tech accessories, you've undoubtedly seen them. Massive capacity memory cards, 512 gigabytes, 1 terabyte, even 2 terabytes, selling for the price of a cup of coffee. As a gadget reviewer, I get asked about these all the time. People wonder, has storage technology really gotten this cheap? Or is there a catch? Today we are going to find out. I ordered one of these mysterious, ultra-cheap memory cards, and we're doing a full AliExpress unboxing and deep dive today. Grab a snack, settle in, because what I discovered during my testing is something you absolutely need to know before you ever trust your digital life to a budget card. So, let's take a look at what we have here. The packaging is incredibly generic. It's a bright red cardboard blister pack that simply says, Memory Card, in big, bold letters. There is absolutely no brand name printed anywhere on the outside packaging. It just claims to be a TF card, which is another name for micro SD, and has little icons showing it works for laptops and smartphones. But things get really interesting once you do the unboxing. Looking closely at the actual micro SD card and the included adapter through the plastic, you can see the name Sony printed right on the card itself, along with an absolutely massive capacity claim. One card claims to be 2 terabytes, and another variation I've seen claims 512 gigabytes. So, we have a generic unbranded $5 package hiding what claims to be a top-tier, $200 Sony 2 terabyte memory card inside. Right off the bat, massive red flags are flying. Before I tell you my actual test results, let's look at the features and specs they claim on the packaging. The box proudly boasts high speed, high performance, shockproof, and waterproof with little checkmark icons. It also claims data transfer safety and says it's convenient and reliable. If you flip the package over, there is a fascinating little chart that attempts to explain storage capacity. It says 1 gigabyte equals 12.0 hours of H.264 video, 1600 images, and 2000 songs. Let me tell you, that math is wildly outdated. You couldn't fit 12 hours of modern smartphone video on 1 gigabyte if you tried. It also features standard certification logos like CE and FCC, but given the nature of this product, those are almost certainly printed on there illegally. So, on paper, or rather on cheap cardboard, it claims to be a rugged, high-capacity, universally compatible storage solution for your digital cameras, cellular phones, GPS, and MP3 players. Alright, let's get into the pros and cons. And I'm going to be brutally honest with you based on my actual, hands-on testing. Let's start with the pros. First, it's cheap. Extremely cheap. Second, it does come with a standard micro SD to SD card adapter, and the adapter physically works if you want to put a different, legitimate micro SD card into it. And third, well, that's it. That is the end of the pros list. Now, brace yourselves for the cons, because this is where the truth comes out. I plugged this card into my computer and ran thorough diagnostic tests. Despite the bold Sony 2 terabytes, or 512 gigabytes, printed right on the silicon, this card does not have anywhere near that capacity. Here is the shocking truth. The actual physical memory capacity of this card is exactly 4 gigabytes. Yes, 4 gigabytes. Not terabytes. Now you might be thinking, okay, I got scammed, but at least I have a cheap 4 gigabytes card, right? Wrong. This is where it becomes incredibly dangerous. These manufacturers take old, cheap 4 gigabytes memory chips and intentionally hack the internal controller chip. They reprogram the firmware so that when you plug it into your Mac or Windows PC, the computer gets tricked. Your computer screen will actually say, 2 terabytes of free space available. But what happens when you try to use it? Let's say you put this in your digital camera for a family vacation, or into your car's dashcam. You start recording. The first 4 gigabytes of data, maybe a few dozen photos or a short video, will save perfectly fine. You think everything is great. But the moment you exceed that physical 4 gigabytes limit, the card doesn't tell you it's full. Instead, it just loops back to the beginning. It starts silently overwriting your old files, or worse, it corrupts the entire file system. The moment you try to read the data, you will realize it is completely inaccessible. Your files are gone forever. It is impossible to recover them. If you use this card in your daily life, you are playing Russian roulette with your memories. Imagine losing all the photos from your wedding, your child's graduation, or crucial evidence from your dashcam, all to save $20 on a memory card. So, what is the final verdict? Is this AliExpress memory card worth buying? Absolutely, unequivocally 100% no. Do not buy this product under any circumstances. This is not a budget-friendly alternative. It is a textbook scam designed to deceive you. The packaging is a lie, the branding is a lie, and the capacity is a dangerous lie. Who is this product for? No one. Normal consumers should stay far, far away. The only person who should buy this is a cybersecurity researcher who wants to study how fake flash storage is programmed. If you need storage for your devices, please, I beg you, spend the extra money and buy from reputable brands like SanDisk, Samsung, Lexer, or Kingston, and buy them from verified, trusted retailers. Storage is the one area of tech where you never, ever want to cheap out. Your personal data, your memories, and your work are worth far more than the few dollars you might save. Thank you so much for watching this warning video. I really hope this saves some of you from a major headache and heartbreaking data loss. Have you ever bought something on AliExpress that turned out to be a total fake? Let me hear your horror stories down in the comments below. If you appreciate this kind of honest, no-nonsense tech review, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our future unboxings and deep dives. Stay smart, stay safe, back up your data, and I'll see you in the next video.